Hey, ain't you kind of boy KT?
Oh, what's up? You looking for me? Hey, what's up with the cow the gang? Oh! Hey, y'all don't know what it is. Y'all already know who it is. You know what I'm saying? Boy, cow the boy KT now. Hey, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, all that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you better. Check it out. 17. What's going on with the KOYOTEPACK? What's good? Hey, y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know who it is. Hey, if you don't know, stand back. Watch. Oh! It's your boy KT, man. KOYOTEPACK boy KT with that. Y'all back on the channel, man. If you're new to the channel, man. Oh! You know what I'm saying? That's, you know what I'm saying, celebration, man. That's the roll call, man. That's the move. That's the KOYOTEPACK. But anyway, your boy is in Benbrook, Texas. So basically, I have a condenser to work on. And as you can see, I have my AC equipment with me. And let me show y'all that. Y'all see I got my nice AC vacuum pump. I'm actually working on this 2015 Altima. I just got here. I'm about to get started. And I'm gonna kind of take you guys through the motion on how to change a condenser in a 2015 Altima. Let's go! Alright, you guys, so it is pretty hot out here. So I'm gonna try to make this as brief and quick, but at the same time, information as possible. So first thing you're gonna do is give yourself more room, because this whole front clip of the whole front bumper has to come off. So the best way to do that is, unless you got 30 sitting on this car, get you a jack. My jack's over there. Jack it up just a little bit. That way you can get to the bottom screws and clips on the bottom side. But all these clips and stuff right here have to come out. So let me get started on that. See, look, got the jack right there. Gave it a few pumps, and look, it's already doing a handstand. Look at that. Simple. All right, see, got the first couple clips off up top with this little breaker to car tool looking thingy. Then find your 10mm socket, and then you'll start taking off the bolts along the outer perimeter of the bumper. All right, you guys, so pretty much between the screws and the bolts, I took out just the ones near the front. As you can see, this car I already had front end damage, so a couple of these was already broke, so the screws kind of stayed in there. But you might not get this lucky. So if your car's intact, you have to take all the little screws around the perimeter along with the bolts to get this skid plate just kind of loose in the front. You don't have to take it all the way off, just loosen the front and go all the way. And then you will actually come to the corner where this hinges and kind of pull back, and there's like a screw that you have to take back off of there, kind of see where it mounts up on both sides, and that's the screw right there. Don't mind my glasses, I can still see. And then you'll be ready to take the front clip off. All right, you guys, we're almost there. So now what we have to do is take this brace off of here. You got like 1, 2, 3 bolts. Get this brace, and right here, get this brace off of here. That way you'll be able to lift up on the actual condenser coming up. All right, you guys, so I lied. You gotta take them out too. So yeah, take all that out, move it to the side. Now look, one-on-one with the great one. So this is what we're changing if you don't know what a condenser is. And basically, just to give you a little lesson, a condenser does exactly what it does. You know, if you know what condense means, you know, that's what this does. And what this does is this condenses the freon, you know, tightens, condenses the freon in this unit here.
And what it does is when it condenses it, it changes the freon, which is technically a liquid, but you know, when it hits the air, it turns to a gas. But anyway, it condenses and it changes this gas back into a liquid, you know, with the whole system on how it runs and all that. So hits on your compressor, goes through your little low line, you know, goes until it blower motor and evaporator, comes back through the discharge line. Then, you know, the whole process again coming through the condenser. After it goes back to the compressor, comes back up to the condenser. Then your radiator fan, you know, blows on here, and, you know, outlet there. So yeah, that's what it does. Changes it from a gas to a liquid. Then most of the time, the failures with these be either like rocks and stuff like that come through and hit this and causes a puncture hole, or it can just be clogged up, you know, just due from heat cold during the winter and the summer months. Eventually, sometimes the heat, you know, comes in here and just kind of clogs it up. So you have to change it out. So in this case, part of the front end damage on this car was something flew off, hit the car, and actually came through, and then you can actually see what made impact and basically destroyed the condenser. As you can see, it's twerking. It's making the letter S, you know. It's got its back bent out, you know. It's twerking. So let's get that changed out. And now what I'm gonna do here is I'll probably take these two little doohickeys out and just move that just to get that out the way. And then I come down here, get this screw, and then that'll disconnect the suction and discharge line from here. What you doing? Don't make the mistake and take these bolts off. You better not. That one, these, and all of them back there. That one, and this. No, to take them bolts off. The way you get this condenser out is this has two spreaders, and you have to take the little two pins, open them up, and pull this back this way, and it releases pretty much this lock that goes on top of the condenser. Boy, you take that off. Don't be getting mad at me throwing your wrenches up, talking about KT told you. I ain't tell you to do that. As you guys saw, I got the condenser pulled out. It's actually sitting over there. And right here, this is one of the suction and discharge lines that goes into the condenser, and it has a screw back there. You can change this if you want to. It's optional due to, since her impact we know was on the front. I'm gonna change it anyway, but let's just say, you know, if it was like my car or something like that, I'll just let it be, you know. Since it's just a customer's car, I'm gonna change it. Plus they have the additional line you can see connected right there. So I'm just gonna take the extra step and just go back here, get a 10mm, take that off, put it on, and then she just have a fresh suction and discharge line. No big deal. All right, you guys, so I have the discharge suction line off. So now I'm just gonna compare everything, make sure everything is situated, make sure everything over here is already tightened, because it came with another one on the side. And so just gonna make sure everything is tightened down. So this is where it's gonna kind of get time lapse, and you'll probably see the car just put back together, but I'm just showing you how to put it. All right, you guys, so I just finished putting everything back together. I got the intake handle back on. I have like this bumper cover back on, bumper back bolted up. So now I just need to drain the system out. All right, you guys, so we're getting to the end here. So pretty much I got the AC gauges hooked up right here. I got my vacuum pump right here. And anytime you do any type of AC work, I don't care if you take them apart for 1 minute or 2 weeks. Anytime the AC system comes apart, you have to vacuum the system, because it is a closed system. I repeat, it is a closed system, meaning it shouldn't leak. But when wear and tear happens with rock chips and stuff hitting these little aluminum lines, they leak out. And that's with the condenser, that's with the discharge suction line, that's even with the evaporator. Any part of the AC system is supposed to be a closed system. So when you open it up, air gets in, and when you put the parts back together, the air is trapped. So you got to get the air out. That way the freon will properly charge into the system, because if not, you try to put the freon in there, it won't take all the freon because it has natural air in the system. So the way you get that out is the first, I usually cut my pump on, make sure that it's even, it has oil in your pump. Then you come over here and you close your valves down, okay? Close them all the way down on your low and your high. Then once you close them, you'll come up to your gauges. As you can see, my gauges have air in them. So to remove the air, you open it up and then you'll see the gauge drop to 0 vacuum. The red means vacuum. So I'm gonna open this one too and put the system into a vacuum. And this should go all the way down to the end. And then we'll let it sit for about 10-15 minutes and come back and check it. And then we'll cut it off and make sure pressure holds. What I mean by pressure hold is make sure this doesn't shoot way back up here. Because if it does, then it has a leak still. All right, you guys, so I let it run for about 20 minutes. So now we're gonna check and see if it holds pressure. And pretty much that's me cutting off the vacuum pump and then closing up the lines with these two knobs, but leaving those still closed in. And what that's gonna do is, with these being closed in, it's gonna read the system inside. And closing off here is gonna read like a closed system, as if it was freon in there, even though it's none in there, but it's gonna read just to see if it even holds the freon. So if it holds and no air leaks out and then it doesn't go back above out of vacuum, then it's sealed properly, then we can eject the freon. So let's close these up first. And then clip the pump. And then we're gonna sit here, and it's about right there above the 30. So we'll let it sit for about 10 minutes or so and see if it holds vacuum. So it's holding pressure. So now we're about to fill it up with freon. Disconnect these, sit them to the side, come to the handy dandy right here. So I have a fill with freon. I'm putting it back on the check, and it's currently going around about 48, 49 degrees. And then the heat is right below 200, so that's good. You don't want this to go over 250 or else you got another problem. So it's below 200, that's good, and it's below 50. And it's still kind of humid out here, so that's pretty good. So that's how you change out a condenser and fill up freon and vacuum out a 2015 Nissan Altima. Man, you know your boy couldn't end the video like that, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I always respect people's privacy when it comes to the camera, you know what I'm saying? I just don't like throwing people on the camera unless I'm just out and about and I'm just filming in just an all public area. But KOYOTEPACK, that is how you change the condenser on a Nissan Altima. Oh! We got that done, man. And speaking of that, ooh, look what I came over here with. Big rain, you know what I'm saying? Had to come over here in the bar. Yes, sir. Big purple rain, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Prince. Yeah, Lord. Yeah, Lord. Had to come over here in that thing, man. Looking good. But I'm about to get to the house, man, for my wife, called the girl, kill me. Because your boy been out and about all day. So, see you. Hey, what a day. It's every day, all day. It's more than the game. We are packed. So, till then, y'all know what's fine.